Wow.
Hey, my name's Toby. I'd like to tell you a little bit about who I am, since you all care so.
What is this? Do I care about this? I don't care about this. What, people are voting on a house or something? What does that even mean? Speaker? What, are you not allowed to speak if they don't vote for you?
Graves. Johnson.
New Congress. What do they do with the old one?
Jeffries. Green of Tennessee.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Green of Texas.
Hold on. Was this the normal attire before? Like the navy blue suits with the red ties? Or are these like Trump simps? Is that normal?
Green.
That's normal?
The gentleman may respond by surname.
Damn, this guy's got a pimp cane and everything. Look at that. Chad is gaslighting you. It's not normal. I thought that like bright red ties, I thought those were considered like gaudy. Like you would never wear like a bright red solid tie like that with a suit, with a navy blue suit. But I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm just barely dabbing into formal wear.
Johnson. Grijalva. Jeffries. Grothman. Johnson. Guest.
Johnson.
Johnson. Guthrie.
Johnson.
Johnson. Hageman. Mike Johnson. Johnson. Hamaday of Arizona. Johnson. Harder of California. Jeffries. Herodopoulos.
Johnson.
Johnson. Harrigan.
Johnson.
Johnson. Harris of Maryland. Harris of Maryland. Harris of North Carolina.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Harshbarger. Johnson.
Is it expected who's going to win?
Keys.
Is there like any like doubt right now or?
Jeffries. Hearn of Oklahoma.
Johnson.
Johnson. Higgins of Louisiana. Johnson. Hill of Arkansas.
Johnson.
Johnson. Himes.
Jeffries.
Jeffries. Henson.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Horsford.
Jeffries.
Jeffries. Houchin.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson.
Why do you end sentences with or?
Houlihan.
Just to trigger you.
Jeffries.
It's actually a bad habit though.
Poyer.
Or.
Keith. Jeffries.
Jeffries. Hoyle of Oregon.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Jeffries. Hudson.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Huffman.
Jeffries.
Jeffries. Huizinga.
Johnson.
Johnson. Hunt. Johnson. Hurd of Colorado.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Isa.
Speaker of the House. Speaker Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Ivy.
Jeffries.
Jeffries. Jack.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Jackson of Illinois.
The Honorable Hakeem Jeffries.
Jeffries. Jackson of Texas.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Jacobs. Jeffries. James.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Jayapal. Jeffries. Jeffries.
Jeffries.
Jeffries.
Clappas. I don't know why we're clapping, but
Johnson of Georgia.
I guess that guy, we didn't know he was going to vote for Jeffries, but he did vote for Jeffries.
Johnson of Louisiana.
Is it bad if Johnson wins?
Johnson.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even like half. I'm sorry. Jeffries is never winning this. Sorry. He voted for himself. Oh yeah. This is because it's a Republican House, right? So I guess they're going to revote if they have to until they get Johnson elected. But there's no shot that a Democrat ever wins, right? Unless something
Jeffries.
catastrophic happens,
Jordan.
which would never happen or shouldn't
Johnson.
happen.
Joyce of Ohio.
Johnson.
Johnson. Joyce of Pennsylvania.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson. Kim Lagardove.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Jeffries. Captor. Jeffries. Kane.
Johnson.
Johnson.
Okay, I don't need to watch this all day because the outcome is. I think Brian Tyler Cohen and I think David Pacman are covering this though. If you want, either of these two guys will be going over it. Wait, is Pacman not watching this?
Watch this guy Pac-Man. He's good. Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Oh, IRI is watching it too.
20.
Wait. No, you lied. He's not streaming it either. Fuck you. Oh, on Twitch? We don't talk about that website. Why doesn't he dual stream to YouTube? Okay, we got to run through some stuff today. Do any of you guys ever go back in the stream and start it from the beginning to see what you missed? Sometimes I have like articles that I pull up the day before that I want to read, but I don't always, but I don't want to start the stream with them because I don't know if people will miss it. But then I also don't, yeah? Oh, okay, fuck it then. All right, I don't know. Okay, fuck it. I just want to, somebody link me or email me these two things. I just want to read these. They're short. Border Patrol, 70% drop in successful evasions since Title 42 ended. Title 42 was the thing that allowed, I think, Trump to shut down the border pretty aggressively because it allowed you to control immigration due to a public health crisis. So Title 42, big meme, big deal, helped a lot. Border Patrol Chief Jason Owens confirmed last week that the number of known successful evasions of Border Patrol gotaways have fallen to just 800 per day in fiscal year 2024, down 70% from 2,671 the week before. The Title 42 expulsion authority ended on May 11th. A decline in gotaways this large and fast is unprecedented in Border Patrol's history, and even as the administration faces unrelenting criticism, this stands as a major immigration win. What? This March 4th, 2024 date is when it was updated, right? Do I not know when this was originally posted, or that's kind of fucking annoying if that's the case. If that's the case, but I can't tell. Destiny, according to BTC, I hate that Brian's name abbreviates to Bitcoin, but the House is tight to the point that Johnson can only afford one holdout, no vote, and one congressperson is that one holdout. So Johnson has to have every Republican on his side. Yeah, but I don't think a Democrat ever wins it, and it'll just be drama. And Republicans don't even care if they can't get their House elected anyway. Why does Destiny pronounce 40 like the penguin? I don't pronounce 40 weird. I don't pronounce boss weird. You guys are weird. I have a neutral accent. I'm from the Midwest, okay? Fuck you. You're wrong. Say roof? Roof. Like what I did to your mom last night. Roofie. Casual. I'm just kidding. Okay. I had previously written about this phenomenon using numbers leaked by Border Patrol to friendly journalists who report them without the context of the broader trend. But this update confirms that the low numbers continued into January and February. Why does February have an R here? Do you know how hard it was to remember this? It took me like 25 years to learn how to write this correctly. Figure 1 shows the monthly data using the Chiefs update and media reporting for more recent numbers, and a Freedom of Information Act for the older numbers. Gotaways fell from a high of 73,463 in April of 2023, just before Title 42 ended, to about 21,758 in February of 2024. Ending Title 42 appears to have seen the biggest single benefit to border security in its history. I wonder if, like, getaways are just going down because people can claim asylum, though. No? I'm curious how this works. There's so many different numbers for border stuff and immigration, but interestingly, the decline in gotaways has persisted even when the number of arrests has increased. Getting rid of Title 42 without letting people come legally was never going to change every aspect of the situation, but it has not made the situation worse. From the standpoint of border security, the situation has improved dramatically because fewer people are escaping screening by the Border Patrol. This means Border Patrol can more effectively screen out criminals. Moreover, contrary to the apocalyptic claims about ending Title 42, the average number of Border Patrol arrests has not increased. Gotaways fell after Title 42 ended, despite migration remaining high. Figure 3 shows the gotaway rate, that is, the share of gotaways out of all arrests and gotaways. How do they even know who gets away? How do you know who you don't know? How do you know who you can't catch? Isn't that kind of weird? I'm curious what... This is a rough approximation of Border Patrol effectiveness controlling for the total inflow. As it shows, since Title 42 ended, the gotaway rate has fallen dramatically to below 14%, the lowest level outside of a couple months in 2019. This is a return to the trend under the Obama administration in reducing the rate of successful crossings. Every month since August of 2023 has been below 15%, the longest such period on record. According to the Rio Grande Valley sector chief, this trend of low gotaway rates continued in that sector into March, and Fox News is reporting a low rate nationwide in March as well. Jeez. If they manage to avoid the border police for 1 hour, they get free citizenship. What is it? They used to do that with Cubans, right? Was it called wet foot, dry foot? Am I making this up? Where, like, if you could outswim the Coast Guard and get to the shore, you'd be guaranteed, like, asylum or something. But if they caught you in the water, they'd throw you back. I feel like I remember watching some Cuban dude swimming back and forth trying to evade the Coast Guard. My mom, I feel like I watched this with my mom, and she was like, those evil people trying to send poor Cubans back to Cuba.
The U.S. Coast Guard repatriated 49 Cubans today. By the end of 2021, the Coast Guard incident, they say no one on board was wearing a life jacket. Since October of 2021, the Coast Guard has stopped nearly 1,600 Cubans at sea.
Damn.
CBS 4's Ted...
That's because they were like, if we don't make it, I just want to die. They can send asylum seekers back like that. You have to be on U.S. soil, I believe, to seek asylum. I think that's what we learned. That's why the illegal immigration thing is such a meme, is because the illegal immigrants just have to make it to a port of entry and that they can claim asylum. They don't have to actually, like... It's that easy. It's pretty dumb. Which is why the border wall or whatever isn't going to help. It has to be like a... we have to redo our asylum shit. It's fucked. None of this should be a surprise. In our amicus brief outlining reasons to be skeptical of claims that Title 42 would cause a surge in illegal crossings, we explain that Border Patrol's practice of placing people back on the other side of the border incentivized illegal crossings by giving individuals repeated chances to enter illegally. It also motivated people who would otherwise turn themselves in for asylum to slip in covertly. Oh, okay, so these people are probably just turning themselves in for asylum now. Gotaway data have become more reliable over the past decade because border surveillance has increased dramatically from 2005 to 2023. Now, nearly the entire border has some form of electronic surveillance at all times. Moreover, the Obama administration made efforts to systematize the criteria for recording a gotaway to make the measure more consistent and reliable in 2014. Additionally, communication between stations was improved to remove double counting. CBP, something Border Patrol. Country Border Patrol? CBP. No, it's something Border Patrol. Border Patrol. Fuck. CBP. What does that stand for? Oh, Customs and Border Protection. Just kidding. Fuck me. Also estimates the successful crossing rate using surveys of deportees. Imagine you're getting deported and some dude is like, would you like to take a survey? It first estimates the total flow of deportees returning to the U.S. border based on surveys conducted by Colegio de la Frontera Norte International Border Survey. It then subtracts the number of deportees that it arrested and assumes the remainder escaped detention. Of course, some do attempt to re-enter when they initially indicated no intention to do so, and some do not attempt to re-enter when they said they did. CBP has made additional efforts to account for individual characteristics of crossers to resolve some of this problem. Whilst the model-based estimates are certainly not perfect, these data show that CBP's observational data gotaways are improving compared to the models. Figure 4 compares the observational apprehension rates to the model-based rates. Okay. The United States has a legitimate interest in regulating the entry of serious criminals and other threats to Americans, and border security is a significant component of that effort. Ending Title 42 improved border security and reduced successful illegal entries. They should force the many members of Congress and the administration who opposed ending Title 42 to rethink their position. Cute. Damn, our deporter-in-chief right here, boys. If Trump manages to limit asylum acceptance, probably against international law, that the illegal crossings will rise again. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how border security works. I imagine it's probably impossible to keep out everybody illegally. It's a big border. There's a lot of ways to get into this country. This is another Title 42 postmortem. Title 42 postmortem. U.S. pandemic era expulsions policy did not shut down the border. Asylum seekers and other migrants arriving at U.S. borders without prior authorization to enter were expelled nearly 3 million times during the life of the Title 42 pandemic era order, which was in effect from March 2020 until May 2023. The Trump administration's activation of the once obscure and rarely used health policy or health authority, which dates to 1944, marked an epochal period in U.S. immigration history.
Epical.
1 year after the use of Title 42 was ended and amid ongoing record encounters at the U.S.-Mexico border, some politicians are expressing nostalgia for the public health authority. Former President Donald Trump, now the presumptive Republican presidential nominee, and his allies are arguing for the return of the policy, practically describing it as a magic wand that will restore order to the border. Even some congressional Democrats have pointed to the discontinuation of Title 42 as one reason for the current border morass. Morass? Damn.
Morass.
Though COVID-19 is no longer a public health emergency, indications from the Trump camp suggest that a second administration would re-invoke Title 42. Stephen Miller, a Trump senior advisor, told the New York Times a new order could be based on severe strains of the flu, tuberculosis, scabies, other respiratory illnesses like RSV and so on, or just a general issue of mass migration being a public health threat and conveying a variety of communicable diseases. Okay, gotcha. So I'm guessing this is going to retrend over the same, or retread over the same data that the other article did for the gotaways and everything. Gotcha. Okay, cute. This guy goes over the Argentinian president to see if he's actually gotten anything done. AsmonGold thing, 6 days ago. Did we watch this already? Defense of Elon Musk tanking the bill. 6.5 minutes, or 7 minutes almost.
He told Republicans that if they voted for this proposal, which they had already agreed to do, he would take out his wallet and spend as much money as it took to defeat them in primaries and drive them out of office. You got that?
That's been going on forever, and that happened to Bernie Sanders. The thing is that, like, he's right, and like, I don't think that it's a good thing that people like Elon Musk have as much political power as they do. I think it's very bad.
Just as a quick thing, the Bernie Sanders talking point is threefold. One legitimate claim, two bullshit claims. One legitimate claim that was bad was Donna Brazil. Before one of the debates, I think she was an employee. Was she an employee for CNN? Or did she just have these questions? Or no, it wasn't a debate. It might have been a town hall. She leaked questions in advance to Hillary Clinton's campaign. This was bad. Shouldn't have done it. Okay, she was a contributor to CNN. That might have been how she got the questions then. She says here, my job was to make all our Democratic candidates look good, and I worked closely with both campaigns to make that happen. I don't believe she passed any questions off to Bernie's campaign, though. But she passed questions, at least one off. Was it about the death penalty? To at least one off to the Hillary Clinton camp for town hall. Not good. Not good. Not good. Shouldn't have done this. Was really bad. Favored one side. Legitimately not a good thing. This is one thing. Anybody asking about Vim getting unbanned is also getting a 1 month ban. No, that's not happening. I don't even know why you would ask. Having somebody who lives in a country and saying that they should get raped by an incoming invading army is probably a one-way ticket to getting a huge ban. I don't know why you would even ask for. I don't know why you would even ask that. He was already unbanned? By who? Okay, that's fucking retarded. All right. So this is the one prong. Second prong is that super delegates stole the election from Bernie. That's not true. The way that superdelegates work, people can argue whether they like them or not, but the superdelegates didn't make a difference in terms of the outcome of that primary. And it wasn't really relevant anyway. And then the third way is the media coverage of Bernie. People always complain about media coverage when they're unhappy, so that's a bullshit claim as well. Ultimately, this Donna thing was not the make or break for Bernie's campaign. Bernie was just never winning that primary. He just doesn't have the popularity with black voters, which is really important with a Democratic primary. Same thing with the second one he ran it. Like, it's just, yeah, he was never winning anyway. But anyway, people will bring up this, like, it was stolen from Bernie. That's just not true. Progressives like to spread that myth because progressives like their candidate. And then conservatives like to spread that myth to undermine the Democratic Party. AsmonGold's online coverage and messaging has been like a full court, like Trump propaganda press. So Asmon will always repeat the conservative propaganda line. So that's what he's doing here when he's repeating the lie about having the election stolen from Bernie Sanders here.
Like Elon Musk have as much political power as they do. I think it's very bad. But the reason why I think that a lot of people aren't going to be as sympathetic is because there have always been people like that, like Bill Gates, or you could look at like George Soros or something like that. I think George Soros is a bit overblown. But, you know, as another example, you have Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, like all of these people have been doing this for years, right? It's not okay. It isn't. But
remember, never, ever, ever any specific examples on anything ever. It's always important because you're creating the environment to give people a way to feel about a thing, but it doesn't really matter what the facts are, which is why we'll never give an example of anything these people have done that we think is objectionable or questionable.
Well, the problem is that when you create a game and then somebody beats you at your own game, you can't say that the game is rigged. You see what I'm saying?
had put out a tweet, and the Swifties had melted the Capitol switchboard, which they crashed Ticketmaster. I have no doubt that the Swifties could crash the Capitol switchboard.
Yeah.
We probably wouldn't be having the same kind of conversation.
When you ask what game is he talking about, remember the conservative strategy is to always convince you that the Democrats have always been doing this, and now we're just doing what the Democrats have done. That's always the game plan, right?
We'd be like, look at democracy in action. Look, people are motivated. This is exciting. So I would say it's not Elon.
Don't you think that Asmon is just talking out of his ass like your typical uncle? He seems like he just goes off of vibes and is just a useful idiot that is getting mind fucked by Nazis. Yeah, a little bit, but like I'm just saying what he's doing, right? Do I think that he's like legitimately a super conservative and that's like ideological where he's coming from? No, but he's either been so audience captured or so information captured that he just basically becomes indistinguishable from any like far right MAGA conservative. He'll repeat every single MAGA conservative talking point without questioning them. He has very little, if any, skepticism for the MAGA side. So he'll just repeat all the talking points uncritically to his audience.
So I would say it's not Elon Musk, and it's not even what he's doing. It's the results people don't like. They didn't like that a, quote, bipartisan bill that was...
they don't like that they won, that it worked. That's the problem, is that they did it and it worked. That's why they're mad.
Really just a giveaway. When Santa Claus had come to Washington and everybody was getting what they wanted, that got tanked, and that's what people are upset about.
Yep.
It is interesting, though. Will you let me know when Taylor Swift does that, Katie? You let me know when Taylor Swift decides a call to action about specific legislation that we could have that conversation.
She did. She did with the reproductive rights and with Roe versus Wade.
Reproductive rights is not really federal legislation at all. Roe v. Wade has nothing to do with federal legislation. Broadly championing a policy is a lot different than telling congressmen to pull the plug on a particular bill when you are politically influential due to your financial proximity to the president-elect. It's not even remotely the same thing, but I don't know if Asmon even knows the difference between a bill from Congress or the Constitution or the difference between the Supreme Court and a congressman. But again, these are all just like the conservative talking points. It's always all the same, or the Democrats have always done it first.
She literally did. It's the same thing.
But he always seemed to have a double standard, right? Even when you debated him back when Hillary was running against him, he has a double standard for Trump lying for CNN. Maybe, but like I think like a year or more ago, I gave Asmon more credit because I don't think he covered. Like I've said this before, he wasn't like a full-time political coverage guy. It was just kind of like vibes based on like gaming, like Gamergate shit, and then he like played games and stuff. But as he's been like ramping up, I would say over the past year, AsmonGold's political coverage has become a significantly larger part of his content. So now I'm going to be more harshly critical of the way that he covers things. Like 5 years ago, he's just like a gaming streamer that like dips into politics and I think gave some bad takes, but I'm not going to like be super harsh on that. But I would say like over the last year, I think that he's been way more politically active. So now I have, it all started with the Johnny Depp trial. Maybe, yeah. You seem to be speaking more harshly on Asmon's takes recently. Did something change? Use more aggressive rhetoric against things. Yeah, just what I said. He's been ramping up his political coverage and now he's like, it's just like he's just a Republican mouthpiece, basically. Yeah. In one way, it's funny because, now Hassan is the second biggest political streamer on Twitch. And another way, it's kind of sad because I think AsmonGold actually has a much larger chance of getting permabanned than Hassan does, just because AsmonGold is on the wrong political side for Twitch. But didn't AsmonGold come across super intelligent, at least in his approach, when he moderated the Fuentes debate? Yeah, so something that I think is frustrating is that I don't think that IQ or intelligence horsepower is enough to save you from bad political opinions. I think you need to have external like processes to check yourself from falling into bad information environments. Same thing with this guy. Like this guy is legitimately, I've spoken with him a lot off camera as well. This guy is very smart and he has good thought processes. But my God, he has every fucked political opinion. But the issue is that when you start to fall into these, information environments, it is so hard to break out. It is so hard to break out. And you have to have an ungodly amount. You have to think that the streaming world is selecting for one thing and it's demanding you, if you want to be good politically, well, good in the way that I'm saying is good, to be the total opposite, right? You have to have a lot of epistemic humility when you're entering political environments to think that like I could be totally wrong on something. And the environments for influencers is selecting for people that probably have less humility and are a bit more aggressive, are a little bit more disagreeable. So it's a tall order, yeah.
I don't view this as and I understand that it is.
How do you know that you're not in a bad information environment? I think I do more than anybody else to like fact check and to have like external processes to check myself. So like, whereas like somebody will say like, oh, like somebody, if you ask anybody that question, how do you make sure you're not in a bad media environment? They're going to tell you, I get my news from a variety of sources. That's what somebody says when they've never thought about the question before, right? So I will tell you that like, I can argue both sides of any issue incredibly convincingly. And I firmly believe that. For any debate that I've had, I will be the best debater on the opposite side as well. So for the Palestine-Israel stuff, if I wanted to debate pro-Zionist, I would be the strongest Palestinian debater. No questions asked, easily. Same thing with things like abortion, same thing with things like veganism, even on things that I'm on the other side of 100%. So I can argue both sides convincingly, number one. Number two, I always have in mind like what it would take to change my mind. Like if I saw information on this or if I saw this, I would change my mind. Number three, I try to like consciously and verbally match my convictions to my beliefs. So I'll tell you like, I don't feel too strongly about this, like, or I feel very strongly about this. Four is I'm willing to debate anybody on any of these topics at any point in time. And I'm willing to like go through data and evidence to view it. It's not like, let's have a debate, but I don't want to get lost in the weeds. Let's not get lost in the weeds. We don't want to go down a rabbit hole. Like, I'll read or anything. Five is that I'll do like as much research as I feel I need to understand a topic, and more than anybody else in my industry. Like there are things that I do, like actual things that I can point to say like, I think this is how I stay out of like bad misinformation environments, rather than just the answer of like, I try to get my news from a variety of sources. Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like I don't view this as and I understand that it is slightly different.
I mean, doesn't everyone do that? In order to pick a side, you kind of have to be able to see both sides of the argument, no? Absolutely not. I would say less than 1% of people. Well, no, that's probably not fair. I'd say less than 5% of people can argue both sides convincingly. Didn't Norm Finkelstein wipe the floor with you? Even Benny was laughing. Benny was laughing, but not for that reason. How do you combat the debate mercenary allegations when you constantly say, I'm the best debater on both sides? This year, I'm not running from that anymore. I am a debate mercenary. Well, it depends on what you mean by mercenary. I'm a debate warlord. I am a good debater, but I'm a good debater because I know my shit and because I will crush you if you don't know your shit. And people like, people who are scared of debate or whatever, like there are two reasons why you can be scared of debate. Somebody can say, I'm just not good at like arguing with people. The environment isn't conducive to the way that I think. I'm not good at like on the fly, like countering, some particular thing. I get nervous or whatever. Those are like legitimate reasons to not feel like you can perform well in a debate. I think that's fine. I don't think everybody is wired for like live debate or live conversation like that. I think that's totally acceptable and totally fine. But when somebody starts saying things like debate is just about shouting over your opponent, that's cope. That's always cope. Those are things that people say. When people say things like debate is just about whoever can scream the other person down, that's like a person saying like, oh, I actually think that going to the gym is a waste of time. I'd rather just like read more, and having muscles is for losers. That's like the biggest, it's just a huge cope. That's a huge cope. Mercenary has a negative subtext to it, aka whoever pays. Oh, like I'm hired by a side to debate? I mean, you can say that, but like I take more notes, I do more research, like my whole research process. I am the only person on the internet whose whole research process is literally open to everybody. You can see every article I've read, every book I've read, every note I've, like it's all public. So you can say whatever, but I mean like the evidence is, if you genuinely are curious about this, then like the answers are very obvious. But like the only people who think this are people who just listen to Hassan's bad faith mischaracterizations of me. Do alarm bells go off when someone is enthusiastically and confidently trying to convince you of a thing? I find that my instinct is to doubt people when depending on how they present a fact. How they present a fact can be important. I agree with that, for sure. I mean, if someone has only been watching Ben Shapiro or Steven Crowder, I would understand why they think that. But for people who see you, it's an unfair argument. Honestly, I don't even agree with that. I don't think Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder win debates by shouting people down. I think they win debates by knowing more than the other person. I think that they genuinely just crush their debates.
Celebrate your new title. Competition has begun. No? Get it.
Fuck. Where is the, where is this back and forth?
Thank the gods you're here, Stark. About time we had some stern northern leadership.
Glad to see you're protecting the throne.
Steady old thing. How many king's asses have polished it, I wonder? What's the line? The king shits and The hand wipes.
Very handsome armor. Not a scratch on it.
I know. People have been swinging at me for years, but they always seem to miss.
Chosen your opponents wisely, then.
This is what they do. Charlie, Kirk, and Steven Crowder and Ben Shapiro win debates because they choose their opponents wisely. This is why their armor is unscratched generally, because they go to colleges and they debate kids over subjects that they prepared extensively for, and then they crush them because they're not able to mount like an effective offense, basically. Yeah. So, I mean, what are you gonna, yeah. But it's not because of rhetorical tricks, it's just because of the opponents that they choose. That's why Hassan brings on 16-year-olds to debate on his stream, right?
I don't respect that difference or care about it enough to view one as bad and the other one as good. I think that your opinion about one has to be the same about both of them. There's not really a distinction in my mind that makes one, like, logically different than the other. It's the same substance. Yeah, that's the way I see it.
Elon Musk has jumped on phone calls with foreign leaders as well, which is interesting. And I would like to talk more about that, but unfortunately, we are out of time. Julie.
One of the nice tricks of misrepresenting the facts is that you get to make very, very, very strong righteous arguments past the incorrect statement, incorrect fact, and then you sound really good, right? Like, imagine there are two men. One guy is like convicted of stealing, and the other guy is convicted of rape, and you just say like the guy that stole actually raped too, and then you give this whole speech pontificating about how all people should be treated equally, and if he raped he raped, so they should both be treated the same, and everybody's like, yeah, true, fucking A. Like, everybody's like clapping, like, yeah, absolutely, they did the same shit, they should be treated, you should be consistent, absolutely. But the reason why this hits so hard is because you've told a lie about like, well, is the behavior the same?
Brzezinski and Katie Frost, we appreciate both of you. Thanks so much.
Yep, there it is.
I was amazed.
And what's this? Both these girls have some bitch face? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why? I don't know what it is about people on like Twitch chat.
Wait, I first found your content by searching for a deontological way or rule set to have debates that fleshed out the truth and not just dunks. Your Hassan vs. Kirk came up. You're the closest to that goal. Wow, thanks, Gina. That was a long time ago. And thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. What did Lawson Harrison think? I'm reminded of your WIC panel months ago on if debate is effective. Those guys brought nothing. Oh yeah, I'm changing my rhetoric on this too. Even I like live in my, somebody gave me that advice. Don't live in your opponent's criticisms too much. I agree with that. Debate is not for changing your opponent's mind, and debates are meant to be won. That's true. You should win the debate. It's not for, it's like saying that when you go to compete at like an NBA game or when you compete in like the College World Series that you're there to practice. No, you're there to win. You're there to show the fruits of your practice. When two people have a public debate and they're ideological like enemies, they're opposed to one another, the goal should be to have the better arguments for that debate. You're not there to learn from the other person. Of course not. The learning is what happens up to the process of the debate. So when people are like, oh, debates are worthless because you don't learn anything, that's like saying the Super Bowl is worthless because the teams don't practice in the Super Bowl. No, you're there to compete. You're there to show which idea is better. I think there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. A casual debate or conversation you have between friends or on stream or whatever is different than a debate that you have like on stage with a ideological opposition or ideological adversary. Off topic, have you heard about the Miami Beach condo subsidization problem with high rises sinking into the ground? I've heard about it, don't care because I don't own property here. I'm a rent Chad. I am a rent Chad, and my landlord cuck, my landlord loser, he's the one who has to deal with his property sinking into the ground. I just move.
People on like Twitch chat that always feel like compelled to make comments about people's appearance, but you guys got to stop doing that. And if you make comments like that and you say weird stuff, there's a very high chance that you'll get permabanned because it's weird. And one was voicing their opinion as a citizen and the other one's directly consulting with the authorities. I don't care about that because the effect is the same. So if somebody can wield their influence in order to change policy, the method of doing so is less relevant to me. Like from a functional level, I don't view this as a massive moral difference. She has influence? Yeah, exactly. And so it's not. And again, you can draw these like, technicalities and like, oh, well, technically it's not really like that. And, well, actually it's like, well, if you look at the law and I don't care about any of that. When I see a bunch of celebrities getting together to push one person, to push a policy, that to me is logically the same as one person trying to push a policy themselves. It is. The semantics don't matter to me. The effect does. And I think the effect is the same. Yeah, who told her PR team to say it? Yeah, that's basically it. And
wait, what? Hold on. Hold on, I'm thinking. Fuck, I don't want to do... I'm trying not to do personal drama shit, because it's fucking not... Because I'm so over this. Do I open this? Let me just charge up. Hold on, let me... How many... It's got 18 likes. It's not even worth going over. You failed one last time. Okay, I'll do this super quickly, I guess. Sorry, somebody just linked this to me. Merck's claim that Destiny flirts with women only to discard or ignore them once he loses interest is something I can personally confirm because it happened to me. I don't even know who this person is. I think I've ever seen this person in my life before. I don't remember, but sorry, somebody just linked me. I was reading this thread. A story in 6 parts. Part 1. I drove to Destiny vs. Milo Yiannopoulos' debate in the spring of 2023. So apparently Merck tweeted out on December 2nd, he tried to sleep with me as well and completely ditched me as a friend when I wouldn't. Orbiter or not, I think it's extremely problematic to want to fuck every single family you come in contact with. So first of all, I've never tried to bang Merck ever in my entire life, ever. This has never, ever happened. She came over once to hang out because I was bored and I was doing the whole studio shit. And I think I worked on stuff in my studio wiring shit for like 6 hours while she played on her PSP or something. I have never in my life tried to bang this person, ever. Number 1, okay. But Merck is also crazy, so whatever. But maybe I'm just saying that to discredit her. Did she make a move on you? No. I think it was like a friendly hangout. Like, it was legitimately just like friendly. I think she was bored because she had nobody to hang out with here, and I was bored because I was just doing studio shit. So she came over, we chatted a little bit while I did my studio stuff, and that's it. No, neither of us did anything sexual. Neither of us made a move on anybody. Nothing like that happened whatsoever at all. Okay. Like Stephen, I graduated from a small Catholic school in Omaha, Nebraska. Like Stephen, I am a Catholic Air Force brat, and I'm also a dual citizen. I'm not a dual citizen. I guess my parents are in the Air Force. I sympathize with humans' narrative about having a partner with BVD. I even started out as a libertarian. Wait, hold on, I haven't read this. Did I even respond to this person? Hold on. Ugh, it doesn't let you. Hold on. I can't even see DMs with this person. So they've either blocked me or I never responded. but okay. She damn me. Hey man, I'm from Omaha. I went to high school at a local Catholic school there. My family is also Air Force. I watched your content for years and I've watched the whole Lab Mystical arc over the past year or so. I just wanted to say that I'm really happy, or I'm really sorry about what happened. I dated a man with BPD on and off for a year and had a ton of sexual details leaked from him to my entire PhD program at the university where I work. So I have at least a little bit of an idea what you're going through, blah, 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 blah. If she said she was from Omaha and mentioned, I'm surprised I didn't respond. I don't know, maybe I didn't even see the DM. I'm not sure. But maybe, who knows, maybe my response is in here. But I don't remember ever seeing this person in real life, but okay. Part 3, Steven's success at flipping the 2016 trend of embarrassing creators like Carl Benjamin, aka Sargon of Akkad, felt like a bolt from beyond in college. His journey from libertarianism to becoming the omni-liberal felt very compelling to me. I had a huge fan crush on him. Part 4, I met Steven after the show, asked for an autograph. Oh, I was a chubby boy here. And bonded over being from Omaha. He seemed professional and kind. I remember Steven helping the crew set up beforehand. Steven's cameraman spoke to me afterwards and shared that DGG chat loved me. I was on the moon. Okay, so I took a picture of this person. My signature is horrible. Destiny, there we go, whatever. Okay. Part 5. After gushing, it's so freaking cool to meet you, and saying goodbye to Steven, I drove home from Knoxville on 4/11/23. My partner and I were thrilled. People liked my clip. With my partner's big TikTok and Twitter, we hope to use DGD's attention to launch a podcast. Okay. Jesus Christ, but okay. Part 6. My partner and I drove to South Carolina to see Laura Loomer speak, hoping to cover Christian nationalism for our first podcast episode. As a Jewish woman in MAGA, she seemed like an intriguing guest. We were naive and unprepared but excited. She even gave us her number. Okay. I intentionally paid the $100 fee to meet Loomer afterwards and asked her directly during dinner. I unexpectedly ran into Steven's cameraman again. I also spoke with Sean Semenko and Steven's cameraman about how they coordinated with guests like Loomer, Yiannopoulos, and Steven, and Destiny. Who is Steven's cameraman? I wonder who they're talking about there. Is that Jeff? Or... Part 7. While visiting Kahal Kadash Beth Elohim in Charleston, South Carolina. Sorry, excuse me. The first Reformed synagogue located in the United States, I received this message. I attempted to call this number afterwards, but received no response. Hey, hello, my name is Blank. Nice to meet you, Blank. I'm 33 years old, live in Miami, and you? How did you get this number? From my assistant. Well, hello. Hi, I'm 26 years old. Sorry, I think my assistant may have got the wrong number. Hope it didn't bother you. Wait, is this supposed to be me? Oh, wait, hold on. First of all, how do you even text with a lowercase first letter? Doesn't it automatically capitalize your texts? Also, 33 years. Why is there no space between the words? Okay. By the way, I intentionally put small things like this in my text messages so that if they ever get leaked later on, I can say, wait, I would never text like that. I do crazy making gaslight, sorry. Part 8, I assumed that this person was Destiny but felt unsure. I reached out to Destiny's cameraman later that evening. I want to emphasize that the cameraman was very professional and helpful. Hi, this is Blank from our dinner. Thank you so much for offering that. We have a few questions for you. Equipment. So far we have a vlogging stand for an iPhone with a microphone. People are saying you can turn automatic capitalization off. Why would you do that? Why would you ever do that? Thanks so much for offering this. We really appreciate it. Equipment. Bluntly, we don't have the funds for fancy equipment at this time, but at the time we'd like to acquire better stuff. Do you have any recommend? Damn, this person's asking for a whole bunch of shit. I don't even have Discord DMs with this person. I just looked it up. I don't even know if we've ever been friends before, but okay. And finally, thank you so much for reaching out to me and Blank. It's a dream of mine. And I know of Blank to be able to turn our passion for politics and research into, at minimum, a potential side hobby that contributes hopefully something of value into the discourse. Okay. Part 9, a man from Uncensored America reached out expressing interest in dating me. I showed him the green text message I had received and asked if the number belonged to Destiny. He confirmed the number that texted me was Stevens. Why does she re-show this Twitter DM to me? Did I really never respond to this? I'll be honest, I usually do respond to some DMs. I'm surprised I didn't even respond to this, but okay. Part 10, I called into Wick TV. Wick felt impressed with my previous performance and gave me the chance to debate with Destiny. I felt so excited and thrilled to be there. Oh God, I don't even know what I would say to this person. Because I have no idea who this person is.
Were bigger than merely him losing the presidency in 1980. Up until about 1980, and this is according to a book called Camelot's End by John Ward, the Democrats have been the dominant party since FDR and the New Deal for much of the 20th century. But once the civil rights movement kicked off, they began to quickly lose the South, which is why Jimmy Carter's history as a Southerner, his Southern roots, helped him maintain power, particularly Democratic power within the South. Unfortunately, when so much bruising and so much division happened between the party, when Kennedy was constantly fighting with Jimmy Carter on the national stage.
So you can imagine my surprise when not only did Stephen not reach out to me afterwards, but even sniped at me during our debate. Yes, Stephen, I read books, full books in fact, it's part of my job. I don't need to abuse ADHD medication to help me turn a page. We get it, you're a teacher and you want us to read books. I'm joking, this is a sarcastic message. This is a meme message. Was I supposed to reach out to her? Holy shit. Part 11. I tried to reach out to Stephen on 12/26/2023, fearing for the safety of a friend of his. I was able to make contact with Kyla and other friends to reach this person in time. In 2023, 12/26, okay. TLDR, Stephen asked his assistant for my number, then sent a creepy message related to introducing himself. When flirting wasn't an option, he ended our conversation, blocked me on Discord. Do I have her blocked on Discord? Wait. No, she's not even blocked. We're just not friends. I've never messaged this person ever. And acted like a pathetic butthurt bitch sniping at me during our debate. I believe Merg. I believe every woman who's spoken out about Stephen's primary interest being using them for sex and then discrediting them. I didn't even I'm sorry. That was almost phrased really badly. I didn't even use you, though. I didn't even do anything with you. The BPD e-girl narrative he's relied on for years to smear women who call him out for no longer holds any power over me. I'm ashamed I ever believed Stephen's narrative about Anna or Melina. I apologize to you all. I never called Melina a BPD girl. If you were a DG fan like me, realize that the women don't take accountability narrative as a tactic Stephen, Kyla, and others used to avoid taking responsibility themselves. I don't do personal drama anymore because it's just like, it's messy because you have to like leak shit to counter shit, and I just am not interested in like litigating like personal stupid shit. This sounds like spam text messages, but normally there's like a picture of a Chinese girl or like a Filipino girl attached. It'll be a message saying like, hey, and you'll be like, hey, what's up? Like, nice to meet you. I'm blah, 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 and I happen to live in your city. And you're like, oh, really? How'd you get my number? And they're like, oh, I got it from like an assistant, or I found you on Facebook or whatever. And they're like, oh, hope I didn't bother you. And then you're like, oh no, of course not. Like, cause they usually send a picture and then you try to flirt and then they try to like steal your shit or something. I get like spam texts like this occasionally. I haven't recently, but like a couple years ago, I feel like that was like common that you would get, what Uncensored America person confirmed this was your number? I doubt anybody did. They didn't even say that in the thing. Because this isn't my number. Wow, Body Knock, thanks for the tier 1 subber. Where does she say that somebody confirmed it was my number? This isn't even good flirting. What do you mean when I saw that it wasn't possible to flirt with her? So, hey, then she says, my name is blank. First of all, nice to meet you, blank. Why would I ever say that if I already met her? That doesn't even make sense. There would be a way more flirty message here. Why would I introduce myself as being 33 years old living in Miami? And this doesn't even make sense. This is such a stupid way to text somebody. Like, no offense, but I'm not trying to sound like conceited, but like I'm a celebrity and we've already met. Like I already have an in. I'm not going to introduce myself like this. You'd be like, hey, what's up? You the girl with a cute dress from blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, what's up, fellow Omaha? And like I would flirt. It would have something to do with what I saw or noticed when I met you. So you have like an impression of me in your mind. I was remembering something. Then it would be on something that we like specifically interacted with. Like this is the dumbest flirting message ever. And I didn't even get, and even if this was me flirting, there's not even like a signal that it's not okay to message you. Like, what do I owe this pleasure? That's a flirty response. I would have flirted back. I don't know why I'm trying to justify this not being me when it's not me. The texts aren't even the same. According to those, you introduced yourself twice in those texts. Oh, wait, you're right. They're not. This might not even be the same person. Because it says, I'm 33 years old, live in Miami, and you. And then this is, how did you get this number from my assistant? And then up here, they say it again, but it's in response to a different message. What do I owe this pleasure? Nice to meet you. I'm 33 years old, live in Miami, and you. This isn't even the same. I don't even know if these are the same DMs. I think it's the same DMs. The bot is just that basic. What did you do at that date? Did you stream? I don't need an alibi. These aren't even, this is, yeah, unfortunately, a great deal of my texts have leaked. I don't text like this, okay? I text like an 18-year-old high school furry girl. I don't understand why why doesn't her Twitter DM to me? Why doesn't it show up in my Twitter DMs? Does she have me blocked? Maybe she deleted it. You can't delete DMs from the other side. March 28th, 2023. You weren't 33 in 2023. I don't care. I'm not trying to prove that it wasn't. Like, I don't know if I've ever even, okay, messaged this person in my life. March 27th, March. Now I'm curious if she actually sent me this message or not. Listen, I'm not trying to sound super thirsty, but I'm pretty sure I would have, this is a big message. Like a message like this is communicating a lot of interest to me. And we have like shared background here. She's from Omaha as well. Like, unless there was some hugely dramatic thing going on at this point in time, I feel like I would have responded to this DM. I wonder if she either DM'd the wrong account or if this whole DM is fake. Why is it that when I click her account on, is it because she has like DMs turned off? Like I don't have the option to send her a message when I check on, when I look at Twitter. What if she deleted the account? Her current account was created in 2023. Well, this was sent on 2023, March 28th. Oh, she used a different account because this account was created in April. Where do you see that? Oh, join January, February, March, April. Oh, this account was created right after she messaged me. January, February, March, April. She made this right after. What the fuck? Okay. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Did she fake this? This is not real. Everything about this is fake. It says right here that she sent me this message in 2023, in March of 2023. No, wait, I'm so sorry. Never mind, hold on. I'm making a bad assumption. Never mind. Because I was going to say that I know this is fake because it says right here that I have 159.9 thousand followers, but I didn't have that many back then. But she might have taken the screenshot right now, so then it would show me as having... Oh, no, wait, damn! Never mind, hold on. I'm so sorry. Forget I said anything. I have almost 300k followers. Holy shit. Okay, I might have had this many back then. Never mind. Why did I think I had like 100k less? You can search you can search Twitter DM, just search your messages for some of the content of her messages, and then you can see if it's there. No, I agree, I know, but I checked. I searched for Catholic, and nothing came up. This is her old account, but it's deleted. Oh, if it's deleted, then I don't know if I can see her DMs, or I won't be able to see her side. Okay, well, whatever. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what this is. I don't think I've ever talked to this person ever. This is a cute person. Hey, this is a cute dress. Given the opportunity, I would be way more flirty with this person, just being honest. It wouldn't look like this. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I've ever communicated with this person my entire life. But also, this message was sarcastic. I think reading books and studying is a good thing. I'm being sarcastic here, but okay. Anyway, sorry. I don't know. Somebody sent me this because apparently this person was running around saying weird shit. But like I said, I'm not trying to litigate a bunch of personal shit because it's dumb. And the fact that I even just gave this person attention is probably not good, but okay. How do you combat the debate mercenary allegations when you constantly say, I'm the best debater on both sides? Debate mercenary is this implication that, I like just pick a side arbitrarily. But I mean, I don't. Like I said, like I can consistently generate like policy positions from a similar ethical foundation. Like you can test me or ask me anything. Like, I'll go through any of these conversations with anybody, but yeah, I don't know. She's also a mod on the DGG Snark subreddit. Oh, okay. Well. Destiny, just message her and ask for clarity? No, this person sounds crazy. Why don't I ever get like a Gone Girl type? Like if you were truly trying to mindfuck me and do crazy shit with me, if you were even a medium hot girl, you would be able to do this so easily. I don't know why somebody doesn't try to do it. But whatever. Okay. Sorry, back to AsmonGold. Okay, there you go. That's your one bit of personal drama for the entire year. Okay, good luck.
And how much influence do you think $500 billion worth person has versus a celebrity? Well, apparently a lot. You told our PR team to say it? Yeah, that's basically it. And how much influence do you think $500 billion worth person has versus a celebrity? Well, apparently a lot. Yeah, a lot more. It worked. That's it. The implication that rich people weren't having private.
This is what I said before when it has to do with like width versus depth. That like Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, can you even put those together? Taylor Swift has a lot of width in that she can talk to a lot of fans, but very little political depth in that she doesn't talk about politics very much. So an endorsement from Taylor Swift just doesn't really mean much. People don't do much She doesn't do much like political conversation or whatever. Yeah.
Private conversations to shape policy. And Elon Musk is the only person. Yeah. And I think this is the reason why a lot of people aren't buying into it. It's what this guy's saying right here. The implication that rich people weren't having private conversations to shape policy and Elon Musk is somehow the only person to do this is insulting to everyone's intelligence.
Like, this is a false equivalency. Nobody is saying that rich people weren't having private conversations to shape policy. This is not what Elon Musk is being accused of. This has nothing to do with...
That's exactly right. And I think that's why this type of argumentation, can you show proof of this? In some cases you can, in some you can't. I think that there are a lot of like things that happen. Like, for example, like...
Maybe you'll get lucky. My next psychotic episode, you deranged maniac. Oh, Ruby Spacek in my YouTube chat has also DM'd me. Hello, Ruby. But I think you were also a little bit crazy. I believed that Destiny was controlling my internet in 2023, so misunderstandings happen. I'm bipolar. Does that count? I hope you get the help that you need. Good luck. But like a harmless crazy. You just seem like a... Whatever you're doing, you do you, okay?
Like somebody leaves office and then they get an appointment with a company that they were favorable towards or something like that. And also, just because something doesn't have, like, there's not like a video evidence of it happening, doesn't mean that it's not obviously happening. I mean, you can't see this many points on a line, or sorry, this many points on a graph, and then not be able to draw a line. I'm sorry. But it's just... it's just very fucking obvious that this is happening. Bill...
What's very obvious that what is happening? Is he going to name an actual thing? Like, can you give us a thing that's happening? Like, what's happening?
Gates, yeah. The proof is the existence of lobbies.
What? Like, what? Like, let's say that's true. Do we think that what Elon Musk is doing is simply lobbying?
Yeah, I think that's another good way of looking at it, too.
It's not.
But, yeah, I think it's going to continue happening, and overall, FDA is a good example. Oh, I don't know about the FDA. I'm not sure about that. But I think that in a lot of cases, that definitely happens. Yeah, for sure. And so just let billionaires control the government because they were already doing it? Like, what are you saying? I'm confused. Well, what I'm saying is that I'm not going to view it as a unique evil. And if you want to get rid of billionaires controlling the government, then use the language of billionaires and not Elon Musk. That's the difference. So, like, I agree with you. I think that that is really bad. But it seems like this is a one-sided perspective. And so if there wasn't, then I would probably have a more open viewpoint for it. But I think the truth is that it's one-dimensional, and it's based off of power and not principle. And I think that average people can see that, and that's why they're distrustful of the media in the first place. And I'm sorry. A lot of people might be unhappy that I'm saying this. You don't have to get mad at me. They're the ones that are doing it. All I'm doing is explaining it. Like, yeah, that's it. Like, I'm just explaining what's happening.
Okay. This is just stupid, but... I don't know if he does it on purpose, but he's so sneaky with his language. He goes, well, these things are all the same in super broad terms. Like, all of these put money in politics and push for certain agendas. But if you ask him any deeper questions, you go, well, I didn't say that. I'm just saying money in politics is bad. Yeah, but it's like this... It's this really broad. That's why I'm saying, like, people should ask for examples, or people should ask for, I don't even want to say specifics, but examples. Jesus. Adrian Dittman loses his shit on 4chan, leaks screenshot with x.com, admin privileges visible in the bottom right corner. This is honestly... This is the strongest evidence. I'm actually slightly convinced now that he might be Elon. Like, I'm more on the side of maybe he's Elon. So apparently this screenshot leaked, or he posted a screenshot. Wait, hold on. Is this, fuck. Does green background mean there can be not safe for work? I forget. I'm pretty sure this is fake. Wait, is this fake? How do we know it's fake? Oh, fuck. Am I getting... Don't let me get baited with late epic fake news. It says admin portal and the L is out of place. Is the L out of place, or is this just an issue with the well, like the pixel count, the screen resolution, or whatever? I wouldn't be able to tell. I'm not sure. The Verge had a person from X who says it's fake. Okay. Oh, so I'm sorry. Now we do trust the corporation that's owned by the billionaire guy who is saying that it's fake? Now we do trust it? Okay, well, never mind. Maybe it's not real. Who knows? Yeah, was that account posting under a trip? Like a known Adrian Tripp or something? Or Adrian Dittman and Elon Musk both have US phone numbers ending in 89. Oh, what? Because somebody should have reset the password on both? Screenshot seems to suggest billionaire Elon Musk is cosplaying superfan Adrian Dittman, showing X account permissions beyond that of an ordinary user is almost certainly fake, a source at X tells The Verge. Guys, you're here because you like to ask questions. Asmon Chat is there because they want to be told what to think. They will happily follow something. Once you make it easy enough for them to swallow, they don't push back. True, not like us. Wait, Lawson Donator said, I know this person somewhat well. She is convinced about your infamous reputation regarding the ladies. True or false? I don't think she's malicious, just very feminist and believes all women. That, the girl from before, I'm pretty sure has like some kind of psychosis thing, but I don't know enough about her. And maybe I'm just crazy making, but I mean, when you're literally posting texts claiming that that's me texting you and it's not me texting you, I bet that who from the Uncensored America, who confirmed that was my phone number? Wait, link me that. Like, did she release a name there? I'm very curious, but. The source who claims no knowledge of Dittman's identity says an image posted to 4chan's poll board doesn't reflect an actual interface available to people who work for X. The screenshot was posted by a user who identified himself as Adrian Dittman, showing a post from Musk's X page. In that screenshot, the X interface includes non-standard links to an admin portal and a bans page. Oh, wait. Is there a bans page? Oh, would you really have a whole separate... Why would you have an admin portal and a tab for bans? Oh, now I feel like this is super fake. Okay, never mind. Twitch has an entire tab in their portal titled Destiny Appeals. True! I bet they do. Okay. Well, we don't care about this anymore. Okay, fuck all this.